I didn't believe my eyes because I saw the WhatsApp message my friend Rachel sent me. I was more humbled than I know there are many other tutors who would have deserved it. But
Mm.
knowing that I have friends, families, and my students' families who would vote for that position, a people's choice, and who would stand up for me and say, we believe she needs this, she needs this award. Because when I reached out to the families I tutor, whose children I tutor, all of them told me, we really believe that you needed this award.
Hey, Tutor Heroes, welcome back to another episode where we spotlight incredible educators doing inspiring work in the online tutoring space. Today, I am beyond excited to introduce you to someone truly special from our Insider Secrets Club 3.0 community, Rose Kurian. And Rose is an award winning online chemistry tutor who recently earned the finalist recognition for the People's Choice Award for Outstanding Tutor by the Tutors Association. And not only does she bring science to life for her students, but she's showing up in a big way as a leader and model of excellence in our industry. And we're also going to be launching our very own World's Best Tutor Awards. So I thought, who better to kick things off than someone who's been there, done that, and is still teaching with so much heart. So, Rose, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Joanne.
Let's start at the beginning. Can you tell us a little bit about your tutoring journey and how you found your way into online chemistry tutoring?
As soon as I finished my post-graduation in chemistry, it's been a while, like I've been helping my peers with their studies since high school. And I was more of self-taught because at that time, way back in 1998, when I was in 11th grade, there was no online tutoring. The teachers of my choice were very far away, and I had to walk there because I didn't want my father, I didn't want him to get he's already running around doing his business. He does invest a lot of time and effort in taking me. I did go for some time to a math tutor, but then she moved far away and I felt okay, I shouldn't be doing this to my father. He's driving hours and hours for me. I stopped the tutoring and I got hold of many books and I taught myself and also taught my peers who were in a similar journey. And yeah, I didn't realize that I'm going to be teaching then. I just loved to learn more and I was interested in chemistry. I took my degrees in chemistry. And then from there, my teachers, my professors, they asked me, why don't you join and be a lecturer? So I thought, okay, that's something I would love to do. And I didn't have any plans at that time. I joined the college and then I had to move. And then I got this chance. An agency asked me if you would love to tutor for us. And it was new to me. It was new to everyone.
Yeah.
Nobody knew what, and they
Yeah.
did a training for a week. The first student, it was a very wonderful experience. It was from the US. I know him. I still remember him. His name is Dylan. I still have him on my Facebook. He has a baby now. So yeah, it all started from there. And then there was no turning back because I've got lots of requests and reviews because of that track record and excellent reviews. And because I was self-taught, I understood where they get stuck and what the problem is when I evaluate them in the lessons. Yeah. So that was the beginning of my journey.
Oh, I love it. And what do you think sets your teaching style apart? I know you mentioned that you're self-taught, and so you were able to like recognize the types of mistakes that you made, and you probably also saw like your classmates making those types of mistakes as well. But what else do you think sets your teaching style apart from other tutors?
I do not know how other tutors would teach, but maybe I would say I don't like to start from scratch if the student already knows basic. So I would like
Yeah.
to just fill in the gaps. And if the student doesn't know the ABC of a certain topic, I would take my time and spend my time in covering all the basics. But
Yeah.
I would start with little questions like, what's the difference between an atom and a molecule in a non-pressure environment? I tell them this is not a test, this is not an exam, just to make it pressure free. So I just want to know where
Right.
to begin with, because if
Hmm.
I start telling them things they already know, it would get very boring. Teens tend to get bored very quickly. So I keep it interactive. If I don't feel like they're not saying anything in 2 to 3 minutes, I keep it engaging and I ask them something so that they are also involved in the learning process and they don't feel that I'm like talking at them,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
Instead, I keep it like a conversation.
And it sounds
Yeah.
like too
And
you're giving them some wait time too to be able to think it through and be able to communicate it to you as well,
yes,
which is fantastic.
yes. Also, I tell them that they are free to ask me any questions at any time. And I keep it at a very low pressure and I encourage them to ask questions. Mistakes are a part of learning, and I don't
Mhm.
mind it at all. As long as you try, you will learn, you will get there. So
Yeah,
they'll think
100%.
that.
What are some things that changed when you moved online?
Yes, one thing was the agency who hired me at the beginning, we weren't allowed to use video at that time. I
Oh,
do not know why, but that was their policy. We would Skype with the voice, but
yeah.
not with the video. I do not know
So the
why.
video was like turned
But
off?
yeah, it was
Huh.
turned off. And we had a whiteboard, which was a plain like whiteboard, and we could scribble on it and annotate, and there was smileys. So it was weird because obviously we see our friends and we see who we teach. Yeah. But then when I moved to Czech, I got an opportunity to tutor at Czech. They had that video option. So yes, I felt it weird at the time, first
Yeah.
having to speak to someone I'm not being getting to see, but I used to it. Yes,
Mm.
I got used to it because I can recognize their voice. It's
Sure.
like when I don't like to compare it this way, but a blind person, they get used to the
Yeah.
voice and the environment and the feel and the breathing of people. So
Hmm.
that kind of, yeah,
Yeah. Thank
yes,
goodness you don't have to teach
to do
without your
that.
camera on anymore. I know you've started getting your own clients now versus just working for the agency.
Yeah.
How has that transition looked like for you?
For me, it feels surreal, of course, but to get your own students and they finding you, that is, it's not like when the agency have to match you to someone and you do a trial and then they like you and then we go on with them. Where there are two or three agencies, there's one listing and we have their profile up there and they see us among a list of many other tutors and then they pick us if they feel like we are a good fit, and then we try a lesson, and then we go ahead. This is when we get our own students, I think they already put their trust in us and they already
Mhm.
feel like we want to move forward with them. And yeah, and that is a very
Yeah,
good
yeah,
feeling.
yeah. In addition, you also get to make more money when you get to
Yes,
get
absolutely.
your own
Yes.
students as well, and that
Yes.
can
So we don't have to increase our rate so that it's compensated for the tutor listing rate, and then the student have to pay
right.
extra because of that commission. And
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's the beautiful part about like when we do begin to start getting our own students like you have is it becomes a lot easier to go through the process because they're finding us online because you're putting content on out there. And that's a lot of the stuff that we talk about inside of the Insider Secrets Club is what type of content do we put out there? How do we put it out there? How do we be consistent with putting that content out there
yes, yes,
and keep
that's
showing
been
on up?
helpful. Yes, that's been very helpful. Joining the community, it gave me clarity more than other things. There's another part to it is friendship and
Yeah.
being a part of peers who
Yeah.
understand each other. Yes.
Yeah, you have developed a lot of really strong friendships inside of the community. And I know that definitely helps with feeling less alone inside of this industry and you
Yes.
feel supported and all of that. Tell me a little bit more about winning a finalist spot in the People's Choice Awards, because this is no small thing. How did you feel when you found out that you had reached that spot of being a finalist?
And I didn't believe my eyes because I saw the WhatsApp message my friend Rachel sent me. I was more humbled than I know there are many other tutors who would have deserved it. But
Mm.
knowing that I have friends, families, and my students' families who would vote for that position, the people's choice, and who would stand up for me and say, we believe she needs this, she needs this award. Because when I reached out to the families I tutor, whose children I tutor, all of them told me, we really believe that you needed this award and you will get it. And I didn't really believe that, but that was just their well wishes. That's what I thought, yes. And there were some families who told me that we have 2 or 3 accounts that we will vote through. It's like, please don't do that. I
Ah,
may be disqualified because that was one of the criterion. We shouldn't have a duplicate, yeah, a double kind of
a
thing,
double
both for the
vote.
same person. Then there was one parent who told, my mother is coming over the weekend, so I'll ask her to for your student's
Oh,
grandmother.
oh.
Yeah, yes,
I love it. What do you think
yes.
helped your students and community rally behind you to vote for you?
I put it out there,
Uh-huh.
and to in our Insider Secrets Club, I put it on our community post, and most of us will be seeing it. Maybe there might be some who don't regularly check their posts, but
Yeah.
especially my friends who I meet on a weekly basis or on a monthly basis and our masterminds, they all voted for me. So I knew they
Oh,
would,
I definitely voted for you.
and then in Facebook, I put it on Facebook and on Instagram. I put it
I
there,
love
and
it.
yes.
Great. So you really took the time to put the word out there that you message people individually, you let your students know, you let your other like people that you network with inside of the tutoring community know, and then you put it on out there in all of your social media places. That's fantastic. What did you learn through the nomination and the voting process that surprised you, maybe about yourself or your community?
One thing is like I had many friends. Yes, that was not exactly a surprise, I would say, but it was a surprise when I knew that I turned up as a finalist, that there were many who did vote for me because I do not know the exact count. But in the application process, that was your question, right? What was the
Yeah.
surprising part?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say surprising, but it was a realization that I am an impactful tutor. So realizing that we can get recognized for it, because I never thought of tutoring as something I should be doing to make myself famous or to get famous. It is a service. Whenever I'm in a tutoring lesson, I would just care for the student. I want them to get it. That's the only
Hmm.
thing I think about. Of course,
Yeah.
there is the money, yes, but it's just the payment they're making for the service we give them. I want to make sure they're getting the best out of it and out of their investment, out of their time with me. They should be getting the best of it. So that's all I thought about. And during the process of applying, I realizing that I am making a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love your humility about it all and you realizing that you really are as good and as we always want to be the best. But we know that there are so many great people on out there too that sometimes thinking that we could be the best is sometimes like a bigger thought than we can sometimes handle. For tutors that are thinking of applying for our upcoming World's Best Tutor Awards, what advice would you give someone who puts their name in the ring and hopes to get that nomination?
yes. When I tried, I was on the fence about it. Should I not? Because there's that fear of rejection, right? So what if I don't
Yeah.
win? I battled so much with it. And it takes time also to go through all that criteria. And should I be doing this? What if it goes a waste? But at the last moment, there was only one more week to the application deadline, and there was that inner voice inside telling me, do it, because maybe it's a voice of God. What if I could have and I didn't try?
Yeah.
But so I didn't want to. I'd rather not regret not trying. Uh,
You felt that feeling of who am I to be putting my name in the hat, but then who am I not to be putting my name in the hat? How did you push through that feeling?
Many times in my life, especially what I've noticed, like during my middle school, from when I was a teen, I felt that not listening to that inner voice, or whenever I did listen to it, it turned round for the better, for the best.
Yeah.
I thought I should listen to it.
Good for you.
So,
Our
yeah.
intuition is so much smarter than we give credit for it. And it really does make a difference to listen to that intuition and do it in spite of being scared or and what's the worst that could happen at the end of the day? That's what we really have to think about. What's the worst that could happen? If I don't put my name in, I don't even get the opportunity to win. But if I put my name in, I get that opportunity to at least be considered for it.
Yes. And then it's just like I was preparing mentally not to be disappointed. So at the end,
Right.
I not cared anymore.
Sure. You're just like, okay, so this is something I did and whatever happens.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. What role do you think that being part of the Insider Secrets Club has played in your growth as a tutor and a business owner?
Yes. One is that I'm more confident now because I have friends who tell me I am good because I just thought I was somebody very ordinary and I still do. I am ordinary, yes. But as a tutor, to know that you're one of the best out there because it's a field that I really care about. And
Yeah.
yes, and I repeat myself again. I'm not like the best, but maybe one of the best.
Yeah,
Yes,
absolutely.
that realization is very nice. As a tutor, as a business owner, knowing you, like I said, the clarity gives me clarity and knowing what steps to take. If I
Mm,
have a doubt, there are many people to
yeah.
answer and help me out with my questions and
Yeah.
give advice. It
I
is,
love that about the community too. It's
yes,
such a open, like people are so giving and kind with their time and their thoughts. And we all want to see each other succeed inside of the community. And
yeah,
you're not
I
just
feel
teaching
safe.
chemistry, right? You're running a business. So what's something that you've learned this past year that has really helped your tutoring business grow?
One is like knowing where to show up and how to show up. Like I didn't understand anything about all this about social media. I'm terrible at it. Or I could say I was terrible at it.
Yeah, I
Like,
feel like you're getting better and better at it.
yes,
Sure.
yes. So one thing is being in the community helped me stay consistent, like with the LinkedIn posts and getting all my content up there
Yeah.
very quickly. I didn't plan to do it, but it all fell into place. And
Yeah.
being there with peers who are doing the same things and we get encouraged, it's a special moment. It's very nice being here.
I remember when you had been creating videos for a little while and you ended up getting a student from one of the videos that you had created. And that was such an exciting moment for you. You're like, they don't even live near where I live. And this is amazing. And that's the stuff that kind of keeps us going. And you've done it scared, regardless. And everybody is scared in the beginning to try new things. You've been doing great with your videos. Tell me about, do you remember that first time when you got your first student from a video that you had created?
Yeah, I didn't believe it because I didn't have many videos in there. I just
Uh-huh.
had, I think, like some 4 or 5 videos. And how could they find me? There are literally like millions and billions of chemistry videos and chemistry tutors. How could they find me? It was,
Yeah.
yeah, I was really surprised because
So,
that
what's
was
next
one.
for you? Rose, thank you so much for being here and for being such a bright light in our tutoring world. Your story is proof that showing up, staying consistent, and truly caring about your students can lead to incredible things like recognition, growth, and dang nabbit, a whole lot of impact. So, if you're listening and you're thinking, maybe I should go for it, take Rose's words to heart. Nominations for our World's Best Tutor Awards, they're going to be opening soon, and we want to recognize the amazing work that you are all doing. So thanks again, Rose, and to all our listeners, keep being awesome, keep supporting each other, and we will see all of you next time.